Have you been to RunningMatters.com today? Y'all, I know y'all been missing those Basketball Wives LA reviews. Not gonna happen because the shit's a bore. But anyway, we're here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, which is like season 4.5. Now, I just want to get into this because this is real on my nerves. I'm so glad Mimi Imfurst went home first. Bitch, it ain't no way. This really had nothing to do with the competition. But when they had brought up that Alexis Mateo lost her job in her hometown at the bar where she does drag because Mimi Imfurst left New York City, came down to what the fuck? Why was Mimi Imfurst in Florida from the beginning? Anyway, that's the first question. But bitch, you don't leave from New York and come down to Florida and then not know that, like, oh well, this is the club where Alexis Mateo works. I'm sure there was some sort of sign just like, oh my god, our club is so glad that, you know, this queen from our club was on a nationally recognized TV show. She got really far, but oh, I didn't know that you worked at that club, and you should have approached me about this if you had a problem with me getting you fired. No, bitch. It ain't no way in hell that you can't go to Club Spin in Chicago and know which queen works that club. It ain't no way in hell that you can go to Mickey's out in LA and not know that Raven gonna be out there, Morgan McMichael's gonna be out there, Delta Work gonna be out there. There's no way in hell you can go to Pulse in Orlando and not know that Tyra Sanchez more than likely is going to be at that club. There's no way in hell you can just go to these clubs in these cities and not know which queens from the show right there. Because you know what? If I ever go to Denver, Colorado, oh, bitch, it's cold. And I just really like the cold like that, and I get bad sinuses. But if I ever end up in Denver, Colorado, I know I have to see Nina Flowers. It's just like things that you know, like the queens from RuPaul's Drag Race. And it was just really backhanded that Mimi Imfurst got Alexis Mateo fired, and for that reason alone, that bitch is not an all-star, because that is not a team player. That is just not how you just do things. That's not how you handle business. That bitch, her business mindset was fucked off from when she walked in the door. If this what really happened, And but anyway, so I'm going to be doing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars reviews. And I'm borrowing the concept for how things are going to go. It's from another one of my favorite YouTubers. It's ItsCMaddoxBiitch. I'm going to link to his video below. And I'm going to give y'all the format of how ItsCMaddoxBiitch has it lined up, because I want you guys to respond in the comments. You know, just tell me what you think. Or if you want to just use the format that I'm going to be doing the video, then, you know, you can give your favorite moments, your shade of the week, your costume of the week, your queen of the week, and, you know, I'm going to list the whole format below. But this is the description I'm going with. It's going to be my 3 favorite moments, and then I have shade of the week. This week, the shade of the week is just, and then queen of the week, costume of the week. Then I'm going to discuss the winner, how I feel about the winner, and who's in the bottom 2. And then my thoughts on what's going to happen next week. But anyway, my favorite moment one of my favorite moments of this week is just seeing the queens come back. There's nothing like Mondays at 8 o'clock. Well, it's 8 o'clock here at Central Time. Mondays at 8 o'clock, just turning my TV on to log on, the anticipation of the costumes, just the queens, and just, you know, just seeing everything's going to go down. So my first favorite moment of the week is just RuPaul's Drag Race is back. Hello. Seeing Latrice Slay, seeing Manila, what idea she's going to come up with her costumes, and just Jujubee, her personality. Y'all, Sophia, she's really good with costumes. Since she's left the show, you know, she's seen the world and came back. She's really good with costumes. And who else? Of course, I love Alexis Mateo. So, you know, just nothing like seeing the queens back on TV. I was kind of wondering, like, why Carmen Carrera wasn't there, but I was like, well, maybe she had so many shows booked and then she couldn't cancel, and then, you know, she was going through her transition surgery. But I really would have loved to see Carmen Carrera come back, because she was an all-star from the first episode of last season when she hit was it last season? Well, whenever Carmen Carrera was on, she just on the runway. I would have loved to see Kenya Michaels come back. I don't know, maybe she had a lot of bad blood with those girls that she wrote that note. But anyway, my second favorite moment of the week is seeing Willem come out. Willem, it's just something about seeing Willem on screen. You just know it's about to be some fuckery at hands. I love when Willem steps on the screen because it's just going to be hilarious. I still think her chin is a bit strong, but that aside, Willem slays hands down. Love all of her singles. Are y'all loving Willem music? I'm writing about her on RunningMatters.com. You have to check Willem out. I love Willem. I love Willem. And my third favorite moment is when Raven got naked for the Opposites Attract photo shoot. That was so unexpected. So unexpected, but yet so it's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, what's gonna happen? It's her dick gonna fall out. Oh my god, it's her dick gonna fall out. Like, oh my god, a drag queen with a dick. Oh my god. But yeah, so those are my three favorite moments of the week. And the shade of the week is supposed to be one moment in time where you just had to pause the TV or you just had to run around the room. You know, it's supposed to be that. But it just seems like whenever Mimi first name came up, it was just like, because you just, Mimi First is such a travesty. So when they were talking about her costume, okay, so let's just say you weighed 370 pounds and you lost 150 pounds. Would you go get something, a big old piece of dangly fur and put it around your waist? No, bitch, I'm trying to be naked. Y'all need to see that I lost all this weight. That was so horrendous. And then it was like lime green and like sea green or something. It was just horrendous. And then Ginger was like, girl, where did you buy that from? Did you have a coupon? Did you catch it on sale? And I just died. D-eyed, okay? It was just a mess. And then Raven had said, girl, out of the 50 queens that came through this show, that came through these doors, Lord, you somehow ended up being number 30. Like, how the fuck? And she was like, oh, don't come for my fans, bitch. Like, you don't have that many. Died. It just seems like whenever Mimi's name came up, they just read her for filth. And then I think it was one more thing. I don't know. I don't really see it from glancing at my screen. But crazy. Whenever Mimi's name came up, that was the shade of the week. Whenever Mimi's name came up, that was the shade of the week. The next thing is Queen of the Week. It's supposed to be like the fiercest queen who owned it this week, who, you know, owned everything. And I bet you y'all didn't know this, but y'all let Yada Sophia slip through this week. Yada Sophia is my Queen of the Week. Why? Because when she came on this show, when they first introduced her running down the little across the bridge, and she had her big hair, and she had on, what was the outfit made out of? It was made of like chains. It was I just love that she does I won't say non-domestic, but just it was whatever it was. I just love that she just experiments with different fabrics and different metals, I guess it was. And that was a slay. And then the second thing was when she did the pageant queen. Yada Sophia, that was so unexpected for her to do pageant queen. But when I tell you, she was like, pageant queen? Oh, bitch, I can be beautiful. I can say y'all beautiful. Look at this crown. I'm giving it to you. And Yada Sophia just posed and she just gave y'all pageant queen. And y'all loved it. And I know you lived during Untucked when Raven was throwing that shade. And they was like, I don't understand how Mimi Imfurst is here. And then Yada Sophia said, somebody had to go home first. And y'all like, was that Yada Sophia spoke a complete sentence in English, bitch? I know y'all lived. I know you died. That's why Yada Sophia is my Queen of the Week. Because Yada Sophia spoke a complete sentence in English and slayed. Slayed. Y'all just can't tell me. My next moment is Costume of the Week. And I think it's, I had typed Chad Michaels and Chanel because like they were so fierce. Their costumes were so on point. But after the episode had went off, I was looking at them, you know how they dance when the credits roll. And I was like, I really like that Manila Luzon and Latrice Royale, their costumes actually match. And they made it looked like they made their costumes on the spot because they were matching Teletubbies. One was the red and one was the purple. I want to say Manila was purple. But their costumes actually matched. It made complete sense. So, I think I'm changing it. I wanted it to be Chad Michaels and Chanel, but I think I'm going to, because theirs was so perfect. But I think I'm changing it because theirs were really cohesive and it didn't look as cheap as Yada Sophia and Alexis Mateo. I keep getting Yada and Alexis mixed up for some reason tonight. The winner, Latrella won. Of course, I just said they had the best costume of the week, and of course, watching them on set, they are so. I think Yeah, they're friends in real life. So Manila Luzon and Latrice Royale, they really work well together, you know, because they're real friends in life. They've done shows, and when they painted each other, I was like, oh my god, I'm scared Manila is gonna actually paint Latrice the way she's supposed to look, because we all know Latrice paints her face 17 shades brighter than what her neck is, and it bothers me to shit. And I really like Latrice, but that just gets to me. So that was my win of the week, and the bottoms of the week. Mimi had on this wig. It just looked like that thing on the Swiffer commercial at the show. Instead of using this, you know, it just looked like some kind of dust bunny, some kind of dust mite that collects dust, and it should have been like in the back behind the production set and just like sitting there and never picked up this. What the fuck? Mimi had on her head, and Pandora. See, you was on like the second season and they read you for fifth every week and you watched it on national TV and people tweeted you and read you to bits, but you still, the first thing you pull out of your box is that. I'm trying to with it. That's why she deserves to go back home. And then that wig was a dry, crinkly mess, and then it didn't have enough body in the top. She's like, if I was by myself, I would have won. I don't think so. Because you came in with that negative attitude from the jump. You had already given up. Pandora. But Chad Michaels and Chanel were in the bottom with them. Why? Because they were so perfect. Because I can't really think of... Well, Chanel did kind of ruin it with that damask print at the bottom on her dress. And then she had a polka dots on the sleeve. That was kind of a fool. It was doing too much. It was doing too much. But of course, it couldn't have been Chanel if it didn't do too much. But I think they were just too perfect. It was just too. They were just too. Other than that, they were just too perfect. Oh, hold on. No, I'm remembering again. Because there are things with the things on the neck. I didn't really get that either. She's like, oh, our heads are on the chopping block. I was like, well, is there going to be a chopping block on set? Did Logo get this much extra money in the budget? They're going to be able to get y'all some chopping blocks from somewhere? But, so, hold on. I'm rethinking it. They weren't perfect. I got to read my notes next time before I get on camera. But they were not perfect. They weren't perfect. They're not as perfect as I thought. But next week, it's going to be Mama from Mama's Family. Oh, my God. Yay. She's going to be there, and they're going to be doing impersonations next week. So I'm excited to see who's going to be the impersonations. Sorry, I was late. But who's going to go home next week? My pick to go home this week is Tammy Brown. Now I hate to see Nina Flowers go with her, but it's just, they went crazy. I'm going to give them crazy. And then she was acting out in the Untucked, and Manila was like, is this bitch serious? What the fuck? To me, her one look is not as good as Sharon Needles' one look, and it's forced because she was like, well, these bitches want one look, I'm gonna give them one look. But you know, Sharon Needles, she has one look, but she owns her one look and it works for her because she's mastered her one look, and you know, she knows that that's her one look, and bitch, this is what's gonna make me famous. But Tammy's is kind of forced. And I don't really like that. And then plus I was telling my friends tonight, I was like, all the Latin queens are up for elimination because we're doing impersonations. There's going to impersonate Shakira, Christina Aguilera. You know, unless you impersonate Latin queens, y'all really can't speak English really good. So I'm scared to see how that's going to go. So next week they're doing impersonations, and I'm scared for all the Latin queens because their Englishes are really good. And plus I just want to see Tammy Brown go. So, again, I'm going to write down the format of everything that I talked about tonight down in the comments, down in the description box. And I want you guys to comment. I think this was going to be 6 episodes because they're doing teams and they're cutting 2 by 2 by 2. So, I think it's going to be like 6 or 7 episodes. So, comment below. Tell me what you guys felt about everything. Follow me on Twitter at Ronald Matters. Of course, check out RonaldMatters.com. Thank you for watching this video. Holla!